1 o'clock, and we have our adulting guest in studio. Minister Michael Mahendere is here. Minister Michael Mahendere was born on the 28th of May. Oh, birthday, manje. We'll be celebrating. All right. So he was born on the 28th of May, 1983. He's a Zimbabwean gospel musician. I think he's more than just a gospel musician. Preacher and businessman. Minister Mahendere is a pastor at United Family International Church under Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. He rose to prominence after he rearranged the song Makanaka Jesu together with the UFI choir, which became a hit and is also well known for his album Getting Personal with God. I think all of the Getting Personal with Gods are just like, they're amazing. With hits, I remember, I think it must be Getting Personal with God 2 that has got Mumoyo. And every time when I hear that song, honestly, because all the good things that God would have done in my life. And he is fondly known as Minister Michael Mahendere. He is married to one wife, a beautiful one at that. He is also a father, and he's a singer, a songwriter, and he's been active in music since 1994. Is this as a solo artist or as Mahendere Brothers?
As a musician.
As a musician.
Mahendere Brothers into a solo artist.
Oh, Mahendere Brothers into a solo artist.
Yes.
Speaking of Mahendere Brothers, I was told you are the youngest.
Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah. No, the youngest.
The baby. Like youngest, what you the baby. Dear Nana.
It was then.
It was
then.
Like no one still sees you as the baby in the family?
Now it's over now. No, I'm not the last born.
Oh, no, well, you're not the last born,
I'm
but...
not the last born. I have sisters. I have two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the group, Mahendere Brothers, you were the youngest.
I was the youngest boy.
You were the youngest boy.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, so you are our guest for adulting, so I'm just going to report you a little bit. So I sent Minister Mahendere the message. I'm like, no, this is what we're doing. The program is called Adulting, and we're talking about this. And he says to me, I was a bit worried about this, the name of the show, Adulting.
Yes.
So on Adulting, Minister, this is what we talk about. We talk about growing up.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about choices that we make as adults, the difficult ones, the easy ones. We also talk about finances, with everything to do with being an adult. And the breaking point being, when did you realize these decisions? This then shows that you are grown up. So our topic of discussion today is on confrontations. Right? As adults, it's either we don't mind, confronting issues, or we are not okay with confrontations and we quickly want the nyaya to end. And I no, sorry, and sorry, and then you're gone. And then you get some people who are like, like what's happening and all. So we the best person to come and assist us with this adulting session is Minister Michael Mahendere.
I wish I'd known. I would have not confronted this.
You would not have confronted the program. All right, so we're going to kick it off with your music journey, your career. At what point did you realize that I'm ready to break free from this? I want to go and do a solo career.
Yeah, I think my answer remains the same. It's the same answer that I always give. By the way, thank you for having me here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
This is a very beautiful studio.
Tell them.
It's very beautiful. Amazing. And I was thinking, the moment that I stood out as a solo artist. I've always been doing solo, but not commercially.
Okay.
Radio. But I've always been leading worship at the background in church. I was the choir master and the choral group director. I also became royal priesthood music director. So those who know me then, they are not really surprised with what is happening now. Yeah, but of course there's a great difference. I'll explain it later. So when we grew up as Mahendere brothers, we are 4 blood brothers.
Okay.
Akim, Amos, Meshach, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
Me being the last boy, there came a time when adulting took place.
Yeah.
My elder brothers, all of them got married. So we're staying on the same house.
Mm-hmm.
And when they grew up and when the first one got married, he moved away to start his own family.
Right.
The second one did the same. The third one did the same, and I was left alone. So that sort of changed the dynamics of how we used to operate as Mahendere brothers. We could just meet and practice, but now we were planning according to each person's family. And when I got married as well, I had to move out and I had to start my own family because I was now an adult and I was now grown up, ready to make decisions for myself and ready to make things work.
Mm-hmm.
And that then gave me a room to now go solo. Because sometimes we would not even get time to meet as brothers. One is busy with something else, one is, the moment you get married, you see that you are not responsible. There's a lot of responsibility involved than when you are not married. So time was now really, or time happened, and we were busy now concentrating with other things, and at the same time, music is in us. So we sort of stopped doing production as Mahendere brothers because we didn't have time.
So it was a time factor.
It was a time factor
and not
a growth factor.
And a growth factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Development factor.
Mm-hmm.
And even after I got married, you begin to discover yourself. I discovered my calling. I discovered my assignment. Yes, and I had to follow that.
Had you not discovered your assignment while you were with Mahendere brothers already?
Maybe part
right.
Part assignment.
Did you always think or envision yourself going solo, or you thought this group was going to be till death do us part? I'm going to be part of Mahendere brothers.
Yeah, I think let's separate being brothers and doing music together.
Ooh.
We are still brothers.
Okay.
And that does not change.
Mm-hmm.
We are brothers, we are a family.
Mm-hmm.
But the music is what is left. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say it's over. We can still do something.
You can just do one number for us.
It's actually coming. It's coming. So I then realized I was moving in part of my assignment, but I got the fuller picture of my assignment. And my assignment is my relationship with God, my relationship with my wife, my family.
Right.
God first, my family second, my family, not siblings.
Your person, as in your wife and your children.
Yes, that should be separated.
Okay.
Yes, and then that's when we come back to siblings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, we come to ministry. Then we come.
I was about to ask that question. Because like ministry, no pan, no pinda pap, no kwana papi ministry pabo. It is number. Is that the order? Because I find a lot of men of God struggle with this aspect. And you are a minister at that. Minister in song and minister in word, right? So at what point does Minister Michael Mahendere, not the minister in word, stop being and then steps into husband, into father, or Minister Mahendere is carried into all of these duties?
I think it depends who is mentoring you and what are your priorities. My mentor, Prophet Mahendere, they taught us it's part of the thing that you learn first. Your relationship with God first comes first, and then your marriage, your wife, your family, your immediate family,
right? Yes,
comes second, and then how you treat your marriage determines how you're going to do in ministry. If you think you are going to, if you concentrate on ministry and you don't concentrate on the actual ministry, which is your family, then we'll see a reflection of terrible things happening there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I value my family so much. I value my wife, my
Mhm.
marriage, and that then will give a good outcome to whatever I do in ministry. You know, that's how it is.
I like. Okay, so I think it's a matter of balancing it out and knowing
Yes.
exactly what needs your attention and at
Yes.
what time, and your energy also,
Yes.
because
yes.
it may need your attention but not your whole energy. So you're not pouring
Mm.
all of you into one particular thing because something else will suffer.
Yeah. You have to learn to develop each gift and shelve it. Develop this one, you shelve it. I've never confused the pastor in me and the music minister in me.
You've never?
No.
Yeah.
I developed the music minister,
Mm-hmm.
and I've developed, and I'm still developing the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say I've come to the fullness of a pastor, but I'm developing a pastor. And being a pastor, there are a lot of things there that are involved.
Mm-hmm.
Counseling, teaching, shepherding, a number of things. You know,
Right.
giftings, and there's a lot that is involved. So in music now, I think God has given me the grace. I developed songwriting, music producing, ministration, performance, whatever it is. Now I can just do it even if you wake me up from a
Yeah,
sleep. It will be crazy. Yeah, so that's what we should do. We should work on ourselves and make sure that we are doing enough. But we are doing justice.
You're doing justice
Yes,
to
yes.
being an adult, to
Yes,
growing up
yeah.
and making decisions. Speaking of growing up and making decisions, in the music industry, you hear a lot about bickering back and forth. What is one issue that you knew you had to confront, but you were like, nah, I can stand enough? Or did you confront it?
If you ask your question like that,
Uh-huh.
then
It's very broad.
We'll get answers like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's very
can you
broad.
bring your question again? I don't want to end up answering the wrong question.
No, it's not going to be a wrong question.
Yeah.
Was there an incident
Yes.
that happened in your music career as a musician? Because pane nyaya dzinotenderera amongst musicians, whether it's secular or gospel, pane nyaya dzinotenderera. So was there an issue yakatenderera that had your name in it, and then you were like, but that's not true? And what was the step that you took? Did you confront the issue or you let it go?
Oh, thank you. There are issues that you confront by confronting yourself, not confronting the person that would have said something.
Okay.
There are people that deserve your attention. There are people that do not deserve your attention.
Nice.
The statement that I'm about to say here, I don't know whether I should say it.
No, say it like it is,
No,
because
let
you're
me-
you're assisting us in adulting. Tiri kukura. Pane munhu wamuri kubatsira izvozvo, so asingatozivi kuti ndozvita sei.
I think the greatest virtue is in self-control than trying to control other people. When people look at other people, they are entitled to their own opinion. They can abuse you, they can say whatever they want, they can think whatever they want. There are moments when people used to say, Mr. Mahendere, I know that because I didn't want to, maybe I don't want to be photo taken.
Okay, I'm laughing, Banguka, but I've heard that one. And then I am like, which Minister Mahendere are they talking about? Because usually someone would minister, oh, let's smile, let's do a picture. Talk to a Torah picture. And then you hear,
Yeah.
Thinking,
So,
okay.
people think the way they think. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. And I didn't have to confront people on that. I have to confront myself on that.
Okay.
There are reasons why I do that. And those reasons are better known by me. Even if I try to explain to some people may not really understand that because maybe they are struck and they're seeing their favorite person. And so we have to draw the line that what made you to like me is not me. It is the music that I do. So you have to.
So wait, Minister, are you saying outside the music, people may not like you as much as they like you?
that's I'm in this place right now
because of the
because
music.
of music. You could not
If
have
you were
given me-
just Michael Mahendere somewhere,
you're not going to give me any opportunity.
like why?
Yeah.
Woo, okay.
So I have to draw the line between what people are attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
People love the music that I do.
Right.
And it's a gift from the Lord. It's an assignment to entertain people, to minister to people, and to bring people from distress and to bring them to a place where they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to draw the line and know that if anything happens to my voice right now, I lose all the numbers that are following me. I lose all the people. If something happens to me right now, if I die, that's
the end of it.
God forbid. I'm not. Yes.
God forbid.
So I have to know what people love, and then I confront the other issues to do with, how people just want to associate with you and have photos taken. You know me, I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of things to consider.
Mm-hmm.
I have a reputation to keep.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of things that I don't have two eyes. I have to have many eyes to look
Right.
at what is happening around me.
Mm-hmm.
People are calling people with other people's images.
Right. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Someone can just say, I was with Minister Michael right now, and this is the proof. We have a photo together, and they extort people money and stuff like that. So there are a lot of things to do with image, keeping the image and keeping the brand and keeping myself, how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think along those lines because it's me. The person who's coming will never have time to think about it. So I have to confront and say, whether someone will say, dada, or I'm a bad person, it's all right. It's all right. But I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if I'm sometimes I get photos, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there has to be a third person on it, whether it's a man or it's a woman.
Right.
There has to be my guy there.
All right.
Just so that
Just
everyone
for
knows that-
control.
yeah. But sometimes when I'm alone, I have nothing to do. It's either I take the phone myself and I do the selfie myself,
Okay.
and then just to show people that I did it. But I had to confront that because it was going to be something that was going to, hinder me, the way I flow and the way I do things. So I had to tell people, like what I'm telling people right now.
Hmm.
I know I've offended a number of people. But I'm sorry.
Are you really? Are you really?
But I hope people understand now. I hope people understand. So there are a number of things that you have to confront.
Mm-hmm. Right. So with confronting certain issues, did you confront any issue and then regret? Oh my God, why did I even go and ask how far? What had happened?
Yeah, I think there are issues that I've confronted and then I ended up regretting. Maybe I was not regretting confronting, but maybe the way I did it, maybe the way I communicated, maybe I was a bit harsh and stuff like that. But confronting, it's one of those good things. I rarely do that.
Why? Why do you really? Because I have an issue with people who don't confront issues. Like, why are you letting things slide? Why are you not? Okay, maybe I'm taking it from the point of, in my early 20s to mid 20s, or to late 20s, actually, I was someone who could not confront issues. People would, I was a punching bag. I was a doormat. Like, you could do whatever you wanted to me at that point. Then I remember one time I did a job when I moved to Zim from SA. I did a job and they delayed paying me. And I was staying with my mom at that time. And my mom was like, Ayiwaka, Sava Jades. And I'm like, no, mama, and my mom being a banker for like 20 years or so, she was like, let's see bank slip yavakupa kuti they've done the transfer. So I show my mom and she's like, Becky, apana zvaitwa. Go and tell them my mother said apana zvaitwa. So she taught me to, hey, speak up for yourself.
Yes.
Otherwise people will continue walking all over you like this.
Yeah.
So now I had to go back to these people. I'm trying to, create a good rapport with them. Transfer your maita. And I even said, Hanzina mama. Can you imagine? At the age of 28, I'm like, Hanzina mama wangu. And So from that time,
Yeah.
I learned how to confront issues. I learned how to confront when I wasn't being treated unfairly, or sorry, when I was being treated unfairly, or where I felt like, no, I was shortchanged here. I was now able to speak up. So now when I meet grown people who are like, no, Chingwesi, I'm like, ayo. Yes, and at times I'm the instigator.
That's why.
Yeah.
No, it depends. With me, I would say there are moments that I then realized, or I then had to put systems, a system that will help me confront rather than me confronting. So it's me confronting, but through a system.
But not you per se.
Yeah, but through a system. If it's to do with the work that we're doing, rarely do you talk to me.
Right.
Why? Because I'm the content creator. I'm just a musician, so I just make sure that I'll keep myself clean. I will not talk to people. If you talk to me, I'll direct you to the office.
Because can you imagine?
Imagine. Yeah. So,
all right, I see how that looks.
So there should be ways of confronting things. But I'll come back to the most important thing in life, where you have to grow more, have more capacity, have more. Because most people, when they are maybe shortchanged, and even if they confront, some people when they confront, they'll leave that place even worse. Because you can confront someone who will respond in a way that you even regret why. Or you can confront someone who will make you manifest in a very wild way. You end up discovering that you are actually a bad person. So
wow.
There are things that you have to confront yourself. Let's say, like what the example that you're giving.
You're right.
Before, of course, you went and you confronted the system.
Yes.
But you have to confront yourself as well and say, no, what are the things that I should do so that I don't repeat the same mistakes again?
Yes.
So okay, let me put a system, or let's use a contract. These people are going to be dealing with a contract, because if it's a corporate engagement, there has to be a corporate system dealing with the corporate system.
That's right.
So you confront your system, you confront yourself, and then you protect yourself and you make sure that you are confronting people through a document. Yeah.
I like that.
I'll always point most of the things that have happened not to other people. I want to point at myself more. How best can I deal with this next time?
So, Minister, are you telling me that with every issue that you have faced in your life, you always check with yourself first?
I have to check with myself first. That's one of the most important things.
What are the questions that you are asking when you are confronting yourself?
How did I get there? How did I get to the place where I was provoked and I was so angry? What I do I where am I when I'm angry and where am I when I'm not angry? What has made me to go there? Sometimes you can be made angry with someone who has nothing to lose, and you have everything to lose.
And then you play part of that, and then you.
Yeah. So you have to, look at a number of things and say, this guy is a nobody, but I have something, I have a lot to lose. So let me confront myself and say, no, I'll not handle this situation in this way. Let him be the hero there, and I'll keep quiet. You see, and I'll make sure that such kind of people will never have room in my life. No, you should know. You should. Everyone that comes into your life, you must know where they belong. Some people belong just to a handshake. That's that. Don't allow them to come to a hug. Don't allow them to come to a conversation, even a text message. Some people are even dangerous with a text message. They can use it against you. Okay? Some people they don't deserve a photo. They can use it against you. Some people they don't even belong to your heart. Don't just quickly take people and give them the chiefest places of your life. It's dangerous. they have to qualify for that.
I feel like I need to drink some water. 0719100404. That is the number that you are sending your WhatsApp messages to. And if you're not able to text, you can send me through a voice note. I'd like to hear from you. And let's see what we can discuss further with Minister Michael Mahendere when we come back. It is Becky K on Capital, The Pulse.
The Republic of South Sudan is the youngest nation in Africa. After gaining independence on the 9th of February.
All I ever wanted, Mitch Uta, playing you proudly Zimbabwean music. Minister out of Budzirira Msoro Kunokanzi. So, Minister,
I listen to music a lot.
Yes, even when I played my liner, yeah, who's that girl? Yeah, Eve. You were like bouncing to it. I'm like, I know zero music.
I listen to all music.
Right?
I listen to Muslim music. I listen to anything called music.
Wow.
I listen to Jigure. I'm telling you, anything to do with music, I listen. Why? That's how I've become who I am. I never attended a music school or a school of music. I'm a self-developed musician. I'm self-taught. So I'm always learning by listening. What are the counts they are using? How do they come up with sound and stuff like that? I listen to music. I'm telling you.
Wow. Okay, that's quite interesting. Speaking of which, today is Throwback Thursday, and we're throwing it back all the way to 2001 and 2003.
Awesome.
What do you remember during that time? And it was like years ago.
Okay,
I was in high school.
You mean music?
No, just in your life, just in general. Yes. What do you remember doing in those years?
I think let me just talk about something musical.
Oh yes, come to Zimbabwe.
I was part of that as well.
Uh-huh.
And I remember Pax Afro. You know?
Pax Afro.
Yes, yes.
Chamembe. Do you remember listening to Chamembe?
Yes, those guys.
Anasani Makalima, Nana Delani.
Delani was one of the best producers. Where is he?
In South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
He was good. He was good. Fortune Parutsa. Yeah, quite a lot.
All right, so I'm going to play you a song. And then it was released during that era, 2001 up to 3. Since you listen to music like that, I'm sure this artist you know. It's not rocket science, I don't know. It's not rocket science. Here we go. Mamketa. Your live performance is that. Ish! I get you. For you, Minister.
Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I remember there was a time I would be stuck on TV just watching her live performance. How they
she's a beast.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm still.
You're still.
I'm getting into the 4th floor now. I'm a bit old.
Yeah, and they say life begins at 40. So
life begins at salvation.
Life begins at salvation. Is this you twisting it for us, or did we twist it?
And then they say life begins at 40. Life begins when you have received the life of Christ Jesus Christ. And
wow.
Life begins at salvation. Of course, at 40 it begins again.
I see what you did there. You were like, I think I saw a visa to what they believe. They getting life begins at 40.
Just last week, I normally wake up in the middle of the night or just maybe go for a walk or prayer or something. So I just woke up, the usual. And then I almost fell. I'm like, am I growing this? Am I this old now that even my bones and my body is responding?
Minister, because it was on Sunday, I'd taken the kids to the Avondale flea market. And I've got certain parts of my body that are just clicking and making sounds, but I still go to the gym. I ignore that sound. You know we're going to go. So Trubuzika down the stairs, leaving the flea market, and there's this man who was obviously bringing his kids for a nice day out at the flea market. The kids ran out of the car very fast. But did this man struggle to get out of the...
Just to get out
you could hear the... Yo, and I'm thinking, if you have to say your way before you disembark from your car, certain things need to be...
We need to confront our...
All right, nicely put. Okay. Yes, we need to confront. We need to confront our health issues.
Our health issues, yeah.
Speaking of confronting your health issues, when did you realize that I need to work out, I need to be fit? Because the dancing that you do on stage, yes.
There was a time I was consistent. There was a time I'm on and off. But I realized that it's important to have a healthy body.
Right.
Exercising. We don't have that discipline. And I think it's important because of the work that we do. It's both mental and physical. So we have to be as healthy as possible. I would say I'm one of the busiest persons when it comes to my life. I use Monday as a weekend for me.
Also, you are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Monday, that's my day of resting. That's my weekend. Because we get so busy, yes, from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So
Monday, you're like, time out, please.
Yeah. So we are using both the mind, the body, and everything. So there has to be a plan to make sure that the body is healthy.
All right, we got a message from Kudzai in Isley. Hi, Becky and Minister. Thank you so much for the interview. I'm a huge fan of the Minister. He is such a gift to us as a nation. Mato national treasure. Yes, national treasure. We need to protect you at all costs.
Thank you.
We've got another one here. Got another one here. Where is it? Where is it? It disappeared. And hi, Becky. Thank you so much. What Minister is saying is absolutely true. And then we have another one from 6278. Anonzi Ronald Tapiwa Chirwa. And the Amen Minister, you are talking the truth.
Thank you.
And the Chokwadi Chenyu Jojo. And the Natatenda Marimbe. Ah, yes. Alicia Keys made birthdays so special. Did you ever dedicate any Alicia Keys song to your wife?
No.
Not that you know of. What songs do you dedicate to your wife?
We are our Shona type of music.
Right, let's go there. There
was a time we were crazy with Ndongo Kuda Wakada.
Okay.
We are enjoying ourselves and we are enjoying ourselves. So we are more of the Shona, than the English thing.
Yeah, it's okay, but banana mebo.
Yeah, system.
System. Oh, wow.
Especially Marshall
Minister.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. And Jimmy,
yeah.
Message Jishika Shakana.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially my weekends. So okay. I'm a minister, I'm a gospel person. If I'm alone in the car, I'm listening to gospel music.
Right.
Because I just want to be prayed up and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
But when I'm with my wife, she's the DJ.
Okay.
She's bringing your jar praiser.
And she's like, we're gonna be Shimanda.
So at first I was like, this woman. Until I became a fan, jar praiser, and I became a fan of XQ. We'll be enjoying ourselves.
I am loving this.
We are not religious.
Thank you.
I used to be religious, but I got married to someone who's not religious.
She was like, let me show you.
She said, I want my husband.
Yeah, Mama, we love you.
Not a man of God.
Man of God, Oko.
Yeah, so I'm okay. I'm capable hands.
I know, and we thank her. We thank her for keeping you in capable hands. One of the other things that we do on adulting is we get a message from an anonymous person, and a problem yaki. Auntie, as adults, we like to speak to people, get advice. So I've got a young man here who's got a bit of a dilemma. I'm going to play it, and then may the Holy Spirit help you.
Okay.
How are you? My issue is like this. I can't get over my ex. We broke up 3 months ago. There's no going back. But it's me. I'm still kind of holding on. Like I'm trying. I blocked her everywhere, but I can't really get over her. I want to get over her. My chest always hurts. So I want to get over it. How can I do it? How can I do it? I want to get over it.
He sounds really hurt. Oh man. Why do women do this?
You can't blame one person. I don't know. Do you want me to say something?
Yes, say something. This man needs help. No adulting, my advice.
But why did you start by saying why do women do this?
No, because he's the one crying.
Maybe it's because we have not heard the other side
of the
story.
All right.
Yeah,
so.
But I don't know. It depends with your age. There are things better done at there. I think you have to know the reasons why you are getting into a relationship. I don't think it was meant to get into a relationship and come out to get into a relationship. Some of those relationships, at times we go further than what we are supposed to, and we end up having serious attachments that will also take time to recover from, and even spiritual intervention. To recover from. So I don't know. Was it his first relationship.
Okay.
Why is he so much attached to the person?
Mm-hmm.
And what were the reasons that they broke up, and stuff like that. And also, to what extent had they taken their relationship?
Okay.
Maybe it also counts. It also counts. But time. Let me just try to simplify it.
All right.
Not get into too much detail.
Okay.
Time is not just time. Time is healing particles.
3 months, Minister.
Yeah.
He's still not over her.
3 months.
3 months.
Okay, I needed to ask a question.
Okay.
No one can answer it though.
All right. Oh yeah.
But is it 3 months they broke up? 3 months?
I think according to
they
the
were in
voice
love
note,
for 3 months?
according to the voice note, he says it's been 3 months since he broke up.
So
It's been 3 months and he
since
can't.
they broke up.
Yes.
Okay. So it means maybe let's say the relationship was longer than that.
I'm guessing
Maybe,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
If the relationship was longer than that, then there are a lot of attachment that took place.
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of things. And from just thinking, I think the girl was disappointed more than the guy.
Or the girl could have been more
Could have
disappointed.
been more disappointed than the guy. And when you see a lady saying, I
And Chad.
don't want,
As
I
cool
think,
as she
maybe this guy could have been given chance after chance after chance. You never know.
Yeah, this is not just like
Yeah.
speculating
Because,
it, but
yeah. So I think the time that they invested together, you also need time to uninvest.
the same way you
To
invested.
recover. Yeah,
Hey.
it needs time to recover. And if he's a Christian, if he's a believer, he can seek for spiritual counsel. Or even if he's not, he can even go for counseling, and I think he can heal out of it. Or they need someone to talk to them, both of them.
Right.
It depends. But my guy, time is moving. If you can't fix it, don't be a victim of it. You are more important than that relationship.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was just teaching at church. I was just talking about how certain people, they end up sick because they have a relative which is sick. When you are inheriting a sickness that is not yours. Someone is sick and you don't know how to treat whatever is happening, and you end up having high blood pressure yourself, and
Because of something that you cannot fix. You can't fix it.
that sickness
You.
it's something that you've created for yourself. So we need to have capacity. We need to have more room and capacity, and manage our minds, manage our souls so well, manage our hearts so well, and don't be part of a problem, but be a problem fixer. You cannot fix a problem that you are. You can be a problem to a problem. A problem that you're trying to fix, you become a problem to that problem. So it depends with his age and with his whatever he has to move on if this thing cannot be fixed. But moving on sometimes is not going to another person, is to confront the things that you've done wrong and make sure that you are not a hurt person going to hurt another person.
There we go.
Because you might end up going into another relationship to tsiriza, to revenge what happened there. So he must enjoy this time of self-confrontation, and he must heal first, and then he moves on.
I hope you were listening, Anonymous. I hope you were listening, and I hope that what Minister said is going to help you. And the high baking the Minister Michael Mahendere dzinondiswededza pedyo naMwari. Tinotenda nekuimba kwakanaka from Mama va Madison Jr.
Thank you, Mom.
It is time for us to say hasta la vista, but we are not totally done. 2 to 3, we are wrapping it up, and I've got a mad old school mix for you, so you want to stick around for that. Minister, is one of the songs that when you are on the stage, Lord have mercy, pamunoridza song in moyo wangu unonzwa kufara. But before I play the song, can you just tell everybody that I'm a permanent band member only for when you sing Salt of the Earth?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
we have one of our members who can only be part of one song called Salt of the Earth. So when you see it coming on stage, please Don't be disturbed. She's a member of Salt of the Earth.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, Margins, we are live on Capital 100.4 FM. I am a member, yes, of just that one song. Just that one, Salt of the Earth. Salt of the Earth. Minister, thank you so much for coming through. There's a song that you opened up with on Saturday at Ada's show, and you did then that song, and then after that you played Salt of the Earth. So when that song was released, ndaimba the words but ndisingazoti ndikuimba ndichiti especially pakuti sebukira ndobva ndakubvunzai ndikati konai minister, what is the bukira? And then you described it for me, and you were like, it is a stem that is sprouting, so it's covered with sand, and it's very difficult for it to come outside. Chinobuda pakaoma. And I'm like, this is the song. This is the song. So we are playing out with Ndino Buddha Pakaoma. Whatever situation it is, ladies and gentlemen, Minister Michael Mahendere wrote a very beautiful prophetic song. And he said, Unopa Buddha chit.
Yes.
Have no fear. Keep it tuned.